Oh yeah, the intro. Hey yo, hey yo. This kid must be on crack. Ah! Hey yo. That's the that's the Diaz brothers intro right there. All right, I think we're tweeted out. Or so yesterday, I was talking about my Root Hog or Die project. Today, I'm going to be showing you the Desecrated Sails that I'm doing with Eric Watkins of Broken Icon and Nick Whitland of also Broken Icon. This book was started in 2018, and a series of unfortunate events, being me having to get a day job, then move to a different day job, and then uh, John offered me some work, and I had to take it. Um, you know, so here we are. But I have not forgotten about this project, and I'm about 75 pages into 100 pages, and I think I'm going to start working on it concurrently with my graveyard shift stuff and my own personal project, right? I think I'll dedicate an hour in the morning to this, and then at night we'll finish off the day with some watercolors and some concept art for my space book. Because the nature of watercolors, it's kind of open ended, and I still don't have a grasp on how fast those all that will go. So anyway, this this book is it's going to be pretty cool. I think you guys will like it. I wish Nick was here to give the pitch, but he'll probably be on with me tomorrow. We were supposed to stream today at 9, but I got some shit I gotta do, so I'm gonna go do it. Anyway, I figured I'd give you a preview of this. What I'm gonna do is, since this was drawn in 2018, and I mean, even though I'm in my 40s now, I feel like I'm still getting better and better and better. So what I'm gonna do is, uh, starting Monday, I'm going to go over each page. I'm going to give each page a once over, each page that I've already done, right? And there were some pages skipped. This is a pretty cool page. I felt like coming up out of water. You're going to see a lot of preview art. This is a bit more cartoony than the normal stuff I've been doing, or that I'm currently doing. Big fan of Ryan Otley and the like. Anyway, yeah, all these pages, I'm gonna give them a once over, so we'll thicken up the inks here and there, add some more detail in, and just overall make them look better. Some panels, I might do a paste over, redraw them totally from scratch. So anyway, page one, it's basically like these people's souls. I forget what he calls them. Their grace, and these angels are all coming down from heaven to collect up their souls, so to speak. And all kinds of pirate shenanigans happens. This is like the main dude. He's coming up out of the water. Poor fisherman guy. You don't know what hit him. He's got the boots with the straps and the tucked in jeans. This would be a good rap song. This is one of my favorite pages that I've done for it. The inks are gnarly. I mean, they're rough. Obviously, I'm inking it, so Jimmy's a much better inker than I am. But this is a different look. I want something a little grittier. Anyway, but yeah, all these will be getting a once over, some extra splatter, some extra detail, some extra wood grain. I'll be cleaning up spots that I missed inking, and a 1 hour extra in each page. I think that'll add up to a lot per page. It'll take these from 6 or 7 to an 8 or a 9, right? This is a cool page. This is like some where my cartooning really comes in. Big, like I said, I mentioned yesterday, big fan of Kieran Grant. But there are a few pages coming up that I'll show you that are definitely going to be have some panels pasted in and redone. There he is, punching through this fella's chest. Got the guts flying, got some vertebrae popping out. That's a heavy metal cover if I've ever seen one. Um, really happy with how that face turned out. Dude's getting his shit kicked in. Boom, there goes his eyeball. He got fucked up. Again, here's the strong man. Wiping some blood off. Like, he's so big, it makes that axe look like teeny tiny in his hands. For instance, this one, if I had this panel to do over again, I wouldn't even do a border. I would do the characters just on a white background. Those Wally Wood 21 panels, baby. What's up? Pretty happy with the framing on this one. I like shit in the foreground. Like they were talking Todd McFarlane. Anytime stuff overlaps, that's just another layer. Be it smoke or anything, right? So we got him, we got the boat, we got the ropes, we got the clouds, and we got the sky behind the clouds, right? That's layer upon layer upon layer right there. Man, super cartoony drawing this. I do like drawing cartoony. I'm interested to see how my cartooning will be now that I've been through the wood chipper with John, and he's got a specific way he likes his faces drawn, and I've I mean these are some decent faces, right? I mean the black dude looks like a black dude. Not everybody can do that. Just looks like white people with brown skin. Got to do the background of this one. I think I'm gonna show you like the first 24 pages. I have, like I said, like 75 done. There are a few of them that need to be inked because they're still just pencil. And one of the things I'm definitely going to do as I go through these is I'm going to add in a lot more ropes. Because if you look at ships, sailboats from, 16th century, lot of ropes going on. And I feel like I undersold in that area. Here's one that's penciled. Needs to be inked. Got the hurricane coming up out of the water. There was a sequence in here. I think it's from around page 11 to 16 or something. That's a big ship battle, and I had put that off because this is like whenever I'm coming back to drawing after 2 years off, and I just wasn't really ready or capable. Hey, what's up, NTM? I wasn't really capable. I wasn't in the right mindset to be able to draw ships battling. And, this is like 4 years old art. And the way I draw now has totally, totally changed. And I'll be doing a lot more layouts and then setting up my perspective grids and all that in Clip Studio because it's just way easier. So actually, the book, even though it sucks that it got put on hold, is going to end up being a better product again because of the once over and because of my skill level has improved dramatically. So my perspective and ship battles are going to be on point. I can't wait to draw those. I used to like dread drawing stuff like that because, using yardsticks to set up your perspective is such a fucking hassle, let me tell you. And I even went and bought the equal spacing divider. Or actually, Eric, the guy that was paying me to do this book, bought it for me. This thing is like 120 bucks. Who knows what it is now with inflation? But the way it works is to set up a perspective grid. So you draw your line here, and then you draw your line here, right? And then you set this on this edge and equal divide it, and then you stretch it out to where those two lines were over here and equally divide it. And then when you draw the lines, it makes a fanned out grid that's mathematically correct. But thanks to the invention of the computer, I don't have to do that anymore. Yes, the bigger the shot, the harder it is. Something small, yeah, that's not too difficult. This page is pretty cool. I got the sexy pirate woman showing up with her boots, her sexy leather boots with all the buckles. Uh, got this guy, little ugly, ugly fucker. Anyway, I like drawing stuff like this. Far out long shot of a beach. It'll look cool colored. Just got a message from Nick Wentland. He's home now, but we're almost all the way through this, and it'll take me a minute to set up and get him in on Skype and all that. I'm just giving you a little preview of what's coming. Um, Talked with him last night because he's the co-writer on this, and being put on hold. Eric, the guy that was financing it, was sad, upset that I flaked out. But I think in the long run, it's going to be better for the what's it called? If you order it, there are certain places you can order it. It's called an equal spacing divider. This is the brand. Well, I got my camera flipped, but Weems and Plath. And if you buy it from a naval supply store, it'll be cheaper. Anyway, I think the book is going to benefit from it being put on hold, even though it sucks for the guy that was financing it. But I am going to return to it and finish it because that's just shitty to flake out on something like that. I'm glad it wasn't crowd-funded or anything. He was paying for it out of pocket, bless his heart. Anyway, so this is a page that is definitely gonna maybe even have a couple hours of extra time put into it. I mean, it reads fine, but I feel like the inks could be a little tighter, so I'll be doing that definitely. Look at this poor schlub. Pretty good cartooning though, huh? guy's about to rat him out. She's stroking this nerd. This panel reminds me of that Monster Magnet video. What's the name of that video? Negasonic Teenage Warhead, where it's got that alien stripper that's looking at the ball. I don't know if you guys listen to Monster Magnet. They're pretty good. I like all stoner rock, and I'm not even a stoner. Go figure. Sludge and doom and stoner metal. That's my jam. Again, some pencils. I was penciling a little loose because I knew I was going to be inking it. So when I pick the project back up, those last 25 pages, I'm going to pencil those full on tighter. Ain't going to be no half stepping, right? And then, so I'm 25 pages away from having a 100-page book done. A swashbuckling adventure. I'm a big fan of the small panel. I get that from, I'm a big fan of Sam Keith. And that dude is always doing some little tiny panels. Hang on, I restarted my computer and that resets everything in OBS for some reason. Turn off the autofocus. Apply, apply, apply. Where was I? Oh yeah, you already seen this one. Kid goes in the water after the orb. And he's like, oh shit, I don't feel so good, mama. Then the moneymaker page, splash page. You know, a little bit of darkness, a little bit of my own work from like Citizen Jack, all that cool underwater stuff. HP Lovecraft level shiz. This page is going to be dope as fuck whenever Nick colors it. And finally, well, this will end on page 21. So I drew the fuck out of this one. Got that Bernie Wrightson going on. Old homeboy zombie shows up out of the water. Probably my best inks in the book were on this page. Look at that. I like his cobbled together boot. You get some alligator skin, some eel skin. Anyway, this page will look super rad colored also. And yeah, that's it. So that's the plan. I think this will get me up, or it'll fill me with less dread in the morning if I do give these once overs. Because the first 2 hours in the morning, I kind of don't want to do anything but read the news and find out what's going on out there in the world. But I'm going to trade my news time for completing a project that should have already been done. We're going to mend some fences. We're going to build back those bridges because it's never too late to go home again. And I think at 25 pages, so it'll be 2 months of going through the pages that are already drawn and fixing them up. So after that first 2 months, then I'll start up on the pages that haven't been drawn. And I should be able to squeeze in one of those a week, at least pencil wise. And then when I finish Graveyard Shift at the end of the year, which will be done before Christmas, that'll give me, probably a month before John gets me whatever the next project is, providing I'm working on something. Hopefully he has something for me because I like to have a steady money workflow. And then I'll get this book wrapped up and hopefully it'll do well, which I think it will. Working on it the rest of this year, I should be able to build a lot of momentum for it, not to mention build up my channel, and things will be high. All right. See, there's Nick there, the sword. Anyway, tomorrow I think I'll just do some watercolor, but we'll kick this shit into gear Monday morning at 8 o'clock, and I'll go from 8 to 9, and then at nighttime I'll do my root hog or die from 8 to 9, or 8 to whatever, whenever I feel like it. Actually, you know what? Hang on there. Before we go, I got that watercolor I did yesterday in the scanner. So let me scan that and I'll pull it up on screen and show it to you guys. In the meantime, so what do you think? A supernatural pirate book? Would you buy it? Would you buy it if it looked as cool as this page? Right? You'd buy that. Who wouldn't? Scan already. Uh-huh. Holy smokes, that scanned dark, but it looks cool. All right, give me a second here. Let's go here. New. We don't want browser. Do we want display capture? Do we have window? Where's window? Window capture. There we go. Create a new. Uh-huh. All right, I think this is it. No? There's that. There's that. There's that. Well, tell you what. Cancel that. We'll just do display capture. And I'll drag it over here. So, there we go. Oh yeah, I forgot it. This monitor over here is a super wide monitor. Ultra wide. Right? It looks pretty dope. Agree? Can we agree to agree? I don't know why, but just that little dash of red on the nose always works. Got the splatter, got the noise, you got the atmosphere like kind of choking in on him. Got, my brush strokes from the dry brush technique. It gives it that zoom, feels like a zoom. All I want to do is rim a zoom zoom and a boom boom, right? We're going to do the rump shaker when we look at this one. Is that what we're going to do? Oh, you people. You disgust me with your music choices. I can't believe you guys would pick that song. Of all songs to pick. Disgusting. Anyway. Yeah, pretty happy with it. First time concept. Uh, that Dan Wallace fella, he was in here last night. I finally followed him back on Twitter. I could have swore I was following him. I guess he was just showing up in my feed from Phil Diaz. Anyway, he was talking about how he liked the little bit of twist and torque in the torso. And that's a good example of static, right, versus kinetic. Like that's the either or, right? It's not static, it's kinetic. That twist makes it kinetic. I don't know. It's been a while since I was in sixth grade. Sorry. Anyway, all right, that's all for now. See you guys tomorrow, and maybe I'll bring Nick with me.